Welcome to M3Live. I'm your host, Joe M3Linked, and I am super excited about today's episode of M3Live. With us in the studio today is Rhonda Peoples. Rhonda is the Executive Director and Chief Revenue Officer of GreenMatter Biotech, LLC, and she brings over 3 decades of senior sales leadership experience to her work. She's also the founder of Empowering Women Alliance and the best-selling author of Empowering Women with Words, Life-Changing Conversations. Throughout her career, she's embraced training from renowned industry leaders while developing her distinctive approach to sales team leadership. Rhonda consistently delivers outstanding results by identifying untapped market potential and creating structured pathways to success for her teams. What truly distinguishes Rhonda is that she makes no separation between her personal and professional identity. Her calling is helping people discover self-love and fulfillment, creating environments where individuals unlock the freedom to believe anything they say is possible. This authentic alignment between her values and professional approach means clients and team members experience the same genuine Rhonda in every interaction, resulting in transformative growth for both individuals and organizations. Please welcome to M3Live, Rhonda Peoples. Hello, Rhonda. How are you today?
Hello, Joe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the conversation we're about to have today. I'm so excited about being on M3Linked live with you today.
I am as well. It's great to have you with us. So, Rhonda, I want to kick things off and just ask you, tell us more about your business. We'd love to learn more about your business. Why don't you share with us what you'd like us to know about your business?
Sure. GreenMatter Biotech was really founded as a strategic entity for a proposed initial public offering. Our management team has a proven expertise in developing sustainable bioplastics and wellness solutions with an operational history from 2022 to 2024, just consistently generating revenue and innovation. So GreenMatter Biotech really pioneers sustainable bioplastics, delivering an eco-friendly single-use products to tackle environmental challenges. We just keep leveraging our proprietary bioplastic technology, and within the industry, there are just millions and millions of opportunities to make a difference in the industry of bioplastics. So we're very excited.
That's great. Well, we're excited to hear more about it. Obviously, saving our world and taking care of our world is very important for all of us. And you mentioned you're doing a lot in bioplastics. Give us a sense of some of the different things that you're referring to.
Well, the things that we're working on, or we actually have right now, are straws. These are degradable straws that, today, I don't know, most people don't realize, but plastic kind of hangs around for about 500 years. And we have a huge plastic pollution issue in the world, not just in this country. And so we're really doing our part and stepping forward into working on that plastic pollution. So we're starting with the straws. It's a hemp straw. It biodegrades less than 12 months. Once it is put into an environment of biodegradability. So the nice thing is that it doesn't degrade in your mouth. It actually has to be in the environment of. We have utensils on the line coming in. We have trash bags that we're working on. Those are the things that are lined up immediately, but we also have the medical world. There are so many opportunities in the medical world to take kind of some of that one-use plastic and have that be biodegradable. So it's
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's wide open when you think of all the different things that we use just in our everyday life. And then when you add on to that medical uses, I can only imagine the different ways that you'll be able to help. Now, you mentioned obviously about a significant problem for those of us that aren't as educated on what that problem is. We talk about plastics and our environment. Give us some information about, like, how big of an impact are we talking? Like, what are some of these
Well,
factors?
you know, some of the factors are that they're saying, like, by 2050, we will literally have more plastic in our oceans than fish. I mean, really, that's all that
Wow.
needs to be said. I mean, there are huge plastic dump arenas in the ocean that have gathered because of the swirl. I'm not a scientist. Because of the swirl of the ocean, there is literally like a garbage dump of plastic all put together. I can't remember the name of it right now, but you can look it up. It's huge. It's just huge. And plastic was probably one of the best inventions in the world. Like, we love our plastic. We're on the go. It's made a huge difference. It's easier to use. But because of the microplastics that people are finding, number one, in the environment and in our bodies, but number two, because it just doesn't go away, which is great. Like, it's so sturdy that it never, ever goes away. Now, it does eventually, but I mean, we're currently walking around in generations of plastic trash. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. It's unbelievable. It's
Wow.
unbelievable. So we help that.
So it's really,
Yeah, we help move
yeah.
that.
Wow. So it's really a double-edged sword. It's greatest invention, but it's killing a lot as well as a
Absolutely.
result. So for those of us that, you know, may have, and I'm not saying I did, but for those of us that may have seen any of videos related to this issue in the oceans, it wasn't made up. It wasn't some fiction that somebody created out there. This stuff is really happening in our oceans right now, and it's only getting worse.
Mhm.
So this work you're doing is obviously in everybody's life. And, you know, you mentioned obviously the utensils and utilizing hemp. And for those that don't really understand or know a lot about what hemp is, tell us a quick overview of what hemp is, because I know it's something that's, you know, naturally available when it's farmed. But why don't you tell us a little bit about that so people understand the basis of what you're doing?
Absolutely. So when I got into the industry, I just really thought hemp was marijuana, right? I just thought it was, you know, you could roll it up and get high or do whatever you do with that. The plant looks the same, it smells the same, but it's a cousin, right? And so hemp, because we're also farmers, right? We have quite a business model that I haven't gone over, but we also farm it. And so as long as it is less than 0.3% THC, right, then it is considered hemp. Anything over that, a hemp farmer has to burn their grow because it's illegal, right? Because you only have a hemp license.
Yeah.
So hemp is not psychoactive, right? It's not going to have you feel like you've been drinking a beer or having a martini or smoking a joint, right? But it has a lot of different factors for your health. And we have the system inside of our body that really helps manufacture this, which makes a huge difference on the health side. So a lot of people use CBDs. We also have a CBD line. And so it does make a difference for your health as far as anxiety, as far as kind of like a vitamin, right? I always relate it to a vitamin, but I have a lot of clients that have chronic pain that they step into the hemp world. We have a lot of cancer patients. A lot of our business that we do in the CBD arena is with naturopaths and making a difference for people who have chronic pain. So it is a difference maker in many areas. There's a lot of people that make clothing that I mean, you can use it for every single thing. It used to be around many, many, many years ago until got into a little bit of a tiff with the government. And then some bad controversial language was used around it, and they kind of just got rid of it and really lumped it in with marijuana. And not that there's anything wrong with marijuana, right? I mean, marijuana is also used on the medical side and makes a huge, huge difference with people. But there is definitely a difference between marijuana and the hemp.
So the bottom line is, you're replacing plastics with a more natural solution that's biodegradable, that's going to have a much more positive impact on our world and environment and our ecosystem, which is good for everybody. That's great. Now, Rhonda, how can people get in touch with you to learn more about your business?
Well, the best thing they can do is go to greenmatterbiotech.com. My information is there. You can fill out information there. You can get me on LinkedIn at Rhonda Peoples. So you've got a couple of different places there, but check out the website. Check it out and get some more information about what we've got going on. Because it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
That's great. Yeah, I encourage everybody to check out that website and connect with Rhonda to learn more. Now, Rhonda, you and I connected through the M3Linked community. And I always like to ask our guests here on M3Live, tell us a little bit about your experience within M3Linked so our audience and viewers watching this can understand about the M3Linked community.
I've been with M3Linked for several years now. Gosh, I want to say 3 or 4 years, Joe. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's been a while. And, there's several things I like about the community. And one of them is the level of individual, the level of entrepreneur that attends the M3Linked is quite incredible. These people are up to big things in the world, and they have massive connections in the world, which is really, really wonderful. One of the biggest connections that I made is our resin manufacturer. I mean, it changed our business. And it was from a simple conversation with a gal who said, I don't know, it might be a competitor. And I'm like, no, I talk to everybody. And we have been in business for several years. So, and the other thing is it's a family, right? People come together, they have relationships, they go out for coffee, they go have dinner. Like, I'm flying into Phoenix, and I'm going to stop in and have dinner with one of the M3Linked individuals that has been involved with M3Linked for many years, right? I mean, so you just are able to get into the lives. It's not a bunch of selling. I can't buy from everybody, but I can connect people to people. And that's what it's about. It's just an awesome, awesome environment. And that's why I've stayed with it for so long, because believe me, as you all know, there are tons of networking groups out there to be a part of. This is a great one.
Wow, that's great. And you know what? You're absolutely right. I think the power of M3Linked is the fact that it's not just the people in the room, it's their extended networks. They are massive. And, when you're surrounding yourself with people that are getting things done and doing business, their networks are doing the same. So it's an exciting proposition to be part of that type of a community. Well, Rhonda, this has been just amazing. I love getting to learn more about businesses like yours. It has been a true pleasure having you with us today. And I want to thank all of you watching M3 Live right now. This is Joe Beck, CEO of M3Linked, and this has been M3 Live with Rhonda Peoples. You guys have a great day. Thanks.
Thank you.